Good morning and welcome back, YouTube friends. I'm Flower and I'm back on the Appalachian Trail. It is Sunday, April 30th, and supposedly winter is over. That remains to be seen. But those of you that were following my journey before, you know that last fall I was doing the section between Springer Mountain, Georgia and Davenport Gap, and I got forced off trail due to some really bad weather. So I wasn't sure when I was actually going to be able to come back on trail down south here, but I'm back. I'm in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and this time I brought Starlord with me. So it should be a fun trip. We started at Newfound Gap. That's where I got picked up last time, and we're just going to make up that about 32 miles that I missed last time. I don't know if you can read that, but that says Sweat Heifer Creek Trail. I don't know who names these things. Well, like I mentioned, it is technically springtime, but we planned this trip way in advance. We took off of work and everything, drove all the way down here from New York. And of course, the one day that I planned this trip, the weather is supposed to get absolutely atrocious. And tomorrow, I think the feels like temperature is supposed to be maybe like from 1 to 3 degrees, like single digits. Right now it's not terrible, it's in the 40s, really foggy, but I don't know, this park just has it out for me or something. But because we're here, we just brought a bunch of extra gear and we're gonna tough it out and get this done. It won't be that bad. Okay, you guys, so we made it to Charlie's Bunyan. This is supposed to be one of the best views in the park, and I bet it's gorgeous, but we're not gonna see it today. So many different types of mosses and lichens out here.
None shall pass.
This is what lunch on trail looks like. Got homemade chocolate chip cookies.
Just goofing. New boot goofing.
a bit of mud today. So this afternoon's been really nice. Ever since the rain stopped and the fog lifted, it's just been a beautiful, beautiful day to be out here. It's not warm by any means, but this forest is just gorgeous, and it's been a really good afternoon. Yay, we made it to Tricorner Knob Shelter. That's our stop for the night. All right, so Tricorner Knob is a pretty nice shelter. It's got a piped spring, a bear box, and a privy, which is awesome. But it is extremely crowded tonight, and we weren't going to stay in the shelter anyways. We brought the tent, but there's hardly any tent spots either. So we've kind of come up with something. It's not exactly flat, but it'll make do. Okay, so before we turn in for the night, we just wanted to give a shout out to one of our biggest fans out there, a fellow named Asterd Fartface. Pretty sure I'm saying that correctly.
Gentleman leaves a lot of comments. We were able to find a picture of him. So this one's for you, Mr. Fartface.
Mr. Fartface. Cheers. Oh, good morning, everybody. It sure doesn't feel like May 1st out here. So our plan when we came down here was that we would come to this point, and then I will continue on to Davenport Gap, and Starlord's going to go back the same way we came to Newfound Gap and pick up the car, and then drive around and pick me up. So this is where we part ways. This is just so magical. I don't even mind that it's cold out. I love this forest. It just looks pretty in every single season. Look how crazy this is. It's peeling off like skin. So I'll be honest, when we were watching the forecast, we really thought about calling off this trip just because it looked so miserable. But, yesterday, even through the rain and fog and everything, we had each other to keep our morale high. And even through the cold night and everything. And then today, even being solo, it's gorgeous out here. Yes, the wind is brutal. The forecast was correct. But there's a difference when you're going to a warm car and a warm hotel at the end of the day. You can kind of put up with everything. So my morale is really high, and I hope his is too. But I'm having a great time out here, and I'm really glad that we didn't call off this trip. I am mostly out of the snow. Well, springtime is not giving up. Our campsite last night was up around 6,000 feet, and now I'm down around 5,000 feet. And there's just flowers everywhere. Everything's an explosion of green. There are birds all over. Warblers and kinglets and vireos and juncos. It's just like full-on spring all of a sudden. We made it to the top of Camerer Mountain, and now we're about to start the big descent, which is about 3,000 feet down to Davenport Gap. See if my knees can handle it. Look at these crazy trees growing straight out of the rock. And over here, it's almost like fall color again. Oh my gosh, look what I found. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at this, they're everywhere. Okay, well, I just passed Davenport Gap Shelter, and I have about 1 more mile down to the road. And you know, as fickle as the weather has been for me in this park, this really is an incredible place, you know, so much diversity. I was thinking about it. I woke up this morning in a snowy evergreen forest, and I'm ending my day in what honestly feels like a botanical garden. Look at all the green around here. So yeah, it's just really, this park is a gem of the East.
Hello! Hello!
Okay, you guys, that's a wrap. I am all done now with the AT between Springer Mountain and Pinkham Notch, New Hampshire. So thank you again for joining us on our little adventure. The next time you see us, we will be up in the Whites. See you guys down the trail.